There's a story my grandfather used to tell me about crossing mountains in the dark, not for adventure, but for love, defying those borders during communist times just to see his family. Back then, I was just a little girl, eyes full of wonder, dreaming of those same peaks that held our family's legacy of courage. I remember the moment it all changed. Standing there at 13, looking up at the mountains, I turned to my mother and said, "I want to climb where grandfather climbed, Mama." She smiled, recognizing his spirit in me, the same call of the mountains. But dreams have a way of challenging us. In the beginning, people didn't take me seriously as a guide. I was underestimated by others. They saw a soft-spoken young girl that assumed I wasn't strong enough, skilled enough, or capable enough of leading in the mountains. Many believed that hiking, let alone guiding, wasn't something a woman should do. "This isn't a life for a woman," they said. "How will you ever be stable?" And the doubts followed me like a shadow up every slope. But what they didn't understand was the mountains weren't just something I did, they were home to me. So I stayed, alone in the mountains for a month, not to become something new, but to return to what I'd always been beneath the layers of shouldn'ts and cannots. The mountain's silence cleared away the society's noise until all that remained was crystal clear, my own unwavering truth. And that was just the beginning. Years later, with 2 companions, I embarked on a journey across Albania, from north to south, 2 months of relentless challenge and discovery. Through the harshest terrains and the most unpredictable weather, we kept moving forward, proving that the human spirit knows no bounds. Well, nature offers us endless ways to express our true essence. And that's what I did. Whenever I'm paragliding through alpine winds, or exploring ocean depths, cycling, or moving one with a horse across open terrain. Today I've guided hundreds of groups up these mountains. Each journey a new story of transformation. I have trained teams, led expeditions, and become part of Albania's mountain and cave search and rescue team. Actually, the first woman to break that barrier here in Albania. But being the first isn't enough. I do not want to be the only one. I want to be one of many. For women in Albania, my journey is more than just about exploring. It's about breaking a mindset that has existed for generations. The idea that certain places, certain challenges, and certain roles are not for women. By being here, by leading, by showing up every day, I hope I've helped shift that perception. Now more women are stepping into outdoor sports, guiding and leadership roles, seeing what's possible for themselves. You see, leadership isn't about being the first to reach the summit. It's about clearing the path so others can follow. Because every woman who discovers her strength in these mountains carries it back to her community, creating these ripples of change that reach far beyond the peaks. What we're building is far more than a series of adventures. It's a community. In these wild places, something magical happens. Each step we take together breaks down another barrier and creates another possibility. To every woman watching this, know that you are not alone. The limits placed on you by society, by others, even by yourself, are only as strong as you allow them to be. Connect with who you are, trust your own path, and move forward even when the world tells you to stop. More than anything, I want women to know that they belong in the mountains, in leadership, in every space they choose to be. And the best way to do it is simply to take the first step.